The Ohio Department of Health is raising concerns about children and any exposure that they may have to e-cigarettes and vapes. During a virtual press conference last week, the director of the Ohio Department of Health said that the liquids in e-cigarettes and those vaping devices are affecting children ages 5 and younger.
Young children can be poisoned by swallowing the liquid, taking a puff if they've seen someone else use it, or even from absorbing it through their skin or eyes.
The American Heart Association is also concerned. State Government Relations Director at the American Heart Association, Dustin Holfinger, is joining us to talk about the dangers e-cigarettes have on children. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know there are some big concerns out there. What are some of the biggest ones for the American Heart Association when it comes to kids getting exposed to these different vapes and e-cigarettes?
I think the unknowns, the fact that these children they do not know what these products include. They don't know that this is an addictive product, and just simply keeping them out of their hands and away from out of their access is vitally important to keeping them as safe as possible at home.
Yeah, even if the smaller children don't directly swallow these toxic liquids, how dangerous can it be for kids that are around people using the e-cigarettes?
Yeah, I think one of the concerns, we've all heard of secondhand smoke, right? And we've even heard the term third-hand smoke, where cigarette smoke lands on couches or in chairs if they're smoking indoors. Don't think that vaping products are different in that regard. These products have small traces of metals, among other chemicals that we are not necessarily believed should be in your lungs. And then they get themselves placed on furniture and inside and on other surfaces that people are touching. That could cause some real major issues for these people, depending, or these students, how often they're exposed to that product. And we would just ask that if individuals do feel the need to use these products, that they step outside and use them away from other individuals, especially children. There's a reason that the legislature recently included vaping products in the indoor smoking prohibition. So currently in the state of Ohio, we have a smoke-free law, indoor smoke-free law. Recently, vapor products were added to that smoke-free law, and there's a very good reason for that.
I think a lot of folks tonight saying, well, isn't vaping or e-cigarettes, isn't that a little less dangerous than, or I guess detrimental to your health than a regular smoking cigarette? What's the difference between the two? Is there a big difference?
There's a difference. While we think of the reason we're thinking that vaping products are less dangerous is because as we were kids and many years ago, we see the picture of the black lung that scares people. Unfortunately, these products have not been out long enough for us to have that sort of research. So the American Heart Association and others put these on par with one another. And really, they're not a cessation device. There's a reason that the FDA has not approved any vaping products or e-cigarette devices as cessation products. And that's because the levels of nicotine are higher and the toxic liquids and chemicals that are included in there, some are unknown. When you have a device, in fact, I always have show and tell because I live on a side street or a main road and this was thrown into my yard. We don't know what's in this. This product is closed. You can't see inside of it. There's no ingredients listed on there. We don't know what's in there and getting on those kids' hands and in their skin. And especially fearful that gets into their lungs, creating an addiction, which could really, really happen as even quicker than with cigarettes because the levels of nicotine are higher in the vaping products than traditional cigarettes.
Well, Dustin, thank you so much for joining us. Important information to get out to people, especially parents and the younger generation. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem. Thank you. Have a great day.